How are the people already here?
How did they already know? Did you get the notification as soon as before we went live, maybe?
I don't know. They're not saying anything, so maybe it's not really there.
I swear, I feel like these torches are too far apart. Hi, Vegas.
I don't want to try to dig them up in the dark.
Hi, Brian. Heister. Cool Wolf. Hi, Ella. Jacob, nobody can even see you.
Why?
Because you're sitting in a shadow.
I don't want to catch myself on fire.
Hi, guys. I feel like it needs to angle a little bit. What's the topic tonight? So, hey, Gail. I'm so glad you made it. You poor thing. Up until it's probably dawn there. I guess it's like 6 hours difference.
Um, Something like that.
So it's
I
pretty
don't know if
late.
it's 6, but it's far ahead.
Hey, Peddling Prince, how are you doing? Hey, so before anybody gives out the phone number, yes, we are going to do some scary stuff. We hope, Pony Gamer.
The phone is not in working order tonight.
Yeah, we cannot use the phone tonight, so do not call the phone. My
Please
grandfather has it. Please don't call it.
Please don't call it. Her 93-year-old grandfather is borrowing it.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, he's still over at my cousin's house, so don't try to call the phone or text it or anything, because bless his heart, he has a really hard time hearing and he gets confused.
Well, we practically just invited the trolls to harass an old man.
So. And if you harass an old man, then I'll hunt you down. Personally. Hey, Germ. So, look at this chair, Jake. Look at this.
Is it falling apart?
It's totally falling apart.
Well,
on the right side.
It's really wet here in Missouri.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, last week we had a vacation. So that's why we didn't, and it was a family vacation. So we did not do a live stream last week because we were out having fun with our family, with James and Christelle and our friends Danny and Megan. So we did have a great time. Thanks for asking. Yeah, that's the problem with the crickets. They never listen. Tell them to shut it all day. But...
they can't hear you with the crickets or something?
No, Germ just said tell the crickets to shut it.
What's wrong with crickets? Oh, don't let the cat get in the fire.
Oh, I'm sorry, Pelly. I thought I had said something the week before, but maybe I didn't, because that's just me. I'm good about that. No, we're not really in Missouri.
Shh. This is Missouri.
Hey, Becca. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, where Missouri are we at right now? Let's see.
We're in Waynesville, Missouri.
Stoughton, Missouri.
This is Mason, and he missed us very badly while we were gone.
I can't see him. You gotta hold him up.
Can you see him?
Mason, look.
He's getting scared now. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. You can go see Daddy.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
So, Christians, we are actually not taking calls this week because my grandfather has the phone this week. He had been away from us, so we're not going to be able to take calls. He'll be back tomorrow, and then next week I will be taking calls again.
But if you just want to chat with him, you can call it.
He has a hard time hearing like anything, so like he'll give you 2 seconds and he'll hang up the phone. But hey, how old is Grandpa? He is 93 years old. So he just has a really hard time hearing, and like, oh my gosh, it was a mess. We tried to get him to use the smartphone that we had for the carpet line, and he couldn't. Like, he'd press the buttons and he'd be pressing like too long, and it was just a disaster.
He couldn't operate a touchscreen.
So we had to switch that line over to an archaic old flip phone that I found, and he kind of can do that.
I can't believe that phone's still was activatable.
Yeah.
You know, Teresa from work had a phone where it stopped working. Like the phone was okay, but it was like they didn't support it anymore. Like the technology was so outdated, they made her surrender it.
Well, they were saying that they were switching completely from that style of like analog or whatever.
What do you mean, like buttons on a phone?
Yeah, I guess they weren't going to be having. You won't be able to use that phone within a year.
But I mean, is there phones that for older people to use? There
are, but you know, Grandpa doesn't need it because he has a home phone, and we, you know.
I'm just saying, for like accessibility purposes, some people just can't use a touchscreen.
Yeah, it's true. Hey, baby.
Like people with no body heat.
I'm gonna need that bug spray again. I've just gotten bit on the hand. And guess what? I just saw a case in our hometown last week where the kid got some kind of disease.
Zika?
Not Zika. Not
West Nile?
Not West Nile. It was like, is Legion's a thing or something?
Legionnaire's disease?
Is that it?
Yeah, but you get that from hot tubs.
No, that's not it. It's something else. Some other kind of stuff you get from mosquitoes. Hi, Lord. Thanks for catching us. Not the swine flu. Yes, we like the woo. Not malaria. No, gosh, I wish I could think of it. But I'm using the phone to live stream, so I can't look it up. But anyway, it's some kind of fairly serious disease you can get. I think it's curable, though. Anna is in the house doing her thing. She's got a friend over, as always. Maybe the plague or something. Yeah, sounds right. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't that.
Ryan said sing the taxidermy song from the video. I don't even remember the taxidermy song.
Mm-hmm. Not polio, not meningitis. No, it starts with an L. Waynesville.
Tuberculosis?
No, that's not carried by mosquitoes.
Oh, you never know.
Soul man. That's cool. Yeah, it's definitely leprosy.
Encephalitis?
No. No, I know encephalitis is something you can get from mosquitoes. I can't believe that I can't remember this. This is so
Lyme disease?
No, none of these things. No.
Restless leg syndrome.
The disease where you become an old man, like the reverse of Benjamin Button.
The reverse of Benjamin Button is just the normal aging process.
Well, I think he gets younger, right?
He was born old, and he
gets younger.
Turns
but they
into
said
a baby.
You turn into an old man.
Well, everyone turns into an old man.
It's not erectile dysfunction. No, it was like an 8-year-old boy. No, I don't know.
Okay.
Hi from the Soul Man.
I would look this up. I don't even know what to put in. Kid gets sick.
Oh, let me look it up. Y'all entertain. He'll entertain you.
Sorry. Literally listed every disease, and she said no, so I don't.
I don't know if this is going to work. It was like something you read in your Facebook feed, but it was like somebody I knew that had it. Here it is. Lacrosse. Okay, it's lacrosse encephalitis. So it is encephalitis, but totally it's just a type. Yeah. So anyway.
Everybody say the worst disease you've ever had.
Oh no! Peddling Prince has trouble getting our stuff, but it's because of his email. No, not AIDS. As far as I know. No, not staph infection.
No, I asked people to say the worst disease.
Not diabetes.
I asked people to say the worst disease they've ever had.
Oh, the worst disease they've ever had. Okay. Herpes. That's a bad one. Hand, foot, and mouth disease. Gail, you've never had a disease?
Literally everything counts as a disease.
Like, isn't a common cold a disease?
I think so.
An infectious disease.
taxidermy song where you were in the racing
no,
section?
Joe.
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot the old song that I wrote on the spot.
Large cell lung carcinoma? Oh my gosh, are you a survivor? Shout out to all the survivors out there of cancer. David. Can't even say that out loud. Yeah, brown recluse is bad news. Carrie, you've had lacrosse?
I was bitten by a tiger.
That's true. Germ will give us all the germs. Andy Kaufman died from what in 1984?
Cancer.
Cancer? Okay.
Taxidermy. Okay.
Tiger beats spider, yeah. That's good, Gail. I had the flu once when I was like 8, and I was sick for an entire week, and all I remember is throwing up the whole time. Well, yeah, I had chicken pox too, but you know what? They weren't that bad, or at least I don't really remember them.
Oh gosh, I hated
Sinus abscess.
I hated chicken pox.
I had 2 cesareans. Is that too much information?
Andy says, speaking of terms, a local restaurant has almost 100 people sick here. The well was contaminated. Which restaurant was it? He's out of Chattanooga.
Ooh.
Kids don't normally get chicken pox anymore because they have the vaccine.
Peddling Prince, that reminds me of that Comfortably Numb song. You know, by Pink Floyd.
Andy, you have to work at 4 a.m.? That's terrible. Sorry about that.
Who has to work at 4 a.m.?
Andy from Andy Cooks Food.
Andy cooks food. That's terrible. Ooh, a chest wall abscess? That sounds horrifying. This is kind of scarier than campfire talk because, you know, ooh, it's real. Low immune system, Gail? Yeah, I feel like everybody's got that these days.
Yeah, this is Debbie Downer talk. That is true.
Okay, we'll stop talking about it.
All right, everyone say the best disease you've ever had.
Jeez, Paquin, oh my God. You could fit a hole and fit a fist in his chest. Or hers, I don't know. Yeah, it is Debbie Downer talk. So, what I have planned for the future, guys, I have a couple people coming that I'm going to have tell stories and talk. One of them is John from Exploration Unknown, and the other is Greg from Where Shadows Walk, and he does tours in Franklin, North Carolina, and Foley Beach, South Carolina, and Nashville. I think he's just expanded to Nashville, Tennessee. No, we don't smoke weed, Lenny. I'm 44. Most excitement I get is staying up past 10. Donna Maria, me too. Ugh. Is Jacob ticklish? Yeah? You want to see him?
Don't.
He hates it when you touch it under his arms.
Dang it. Don't.
Yeah. So, in the meantime, you know, we don't have the phone, but I kind of wanted to make sure that I did a stream tonight so that you guys know that I'm not quitting and that I do have other stuff planned in the future. We actually just got back from Myrtle Beach today, and we drove you know, it's only like a 5-hour drive, but it took longer than that because we had to stop and yeah. There should be some Myrtle Beach videos coming,
I
right?
did some filming in Myrtle Beach. I didn't film like as many as I normally would because it was you know, we had family there. I wanted to spend time with my family, but did a few while I was there.
I saw the stuff about the cesareans, John.
No, the way we go, we don't pass south of the border, Ryan. The tire still is not blown out yet. Fingers crossed.
He films like all the time, Gail. That's like, oh, let me get a video. Hang on just a minute. I'm just gonna get a video. You know, it's like before anything we do.
What?
I'll be like walking in a restaurant and suddenly I hear Carpetbagger here, blah 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 blah, and I'm like, I thought we were going out to dinner. This happened to me in an undisclosed location that he'll shortly show you a video of. But
I did? I don't remember.
oh, don't you dare, Ryan. Don't you dare. You just keep scrolling. We have been together, how long?
16?
16 years.
I've been married 16 years? That's right?
I like theme parks, but not like fast roller coaster stuff. I like Disney theme
You
parks.
only like Disney theme parks, I'd say.
Well, I haven't been to Universal, so how am I supposed to know?
I think you'd like Disney better.
I definitely would like Disney better than anything. I love Disney so much. I'm trying, you know, to plan another trip, vacation, sorry. Can we get closer together?
It's hard because there's there's candles on this table back here.
So annoying. I don't know. I can try.
What's the best Disney park?
Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, I like Magic Kingdom too.
Sorry. It was a hint, Travis.
Oh, you want to go to
It was a
Universal?
hint. Yeah. See, other people pick up on my hints. You have to pick them up.
I don't do hints.
He really doesn't do hints at all.
Have I checked out any infos about Geister Rickshaw? Not yet, but I will because I really do appreciate the information you got me on that ride. It's really kind of cool. That's one of the cool things about doing the videos is that you can get like people out there have more information, so it's kind of like a learning experience together.
So this thing, somebody asked what it was. It is to put the torch out. You like put it on there.
Kentucky's, let me see, someone mentioned Kentucky Down Under. That's in Cave City, right?
That's true, Quacking Goose. True.
Disney craps all over their park workers. I know they don't pay. They don't pay great, but I don't know if they crap all over them. I know. Actually, I met a lot of people that work for Disney. When I had my meetup in Florida, a lot of people work for the theme parks, and it seems like people. I mean, it seems that the most of the people that work there are also fans of Disney.
Scott, I don't know if I'll ever have a channel or not. I'm just I do this because I like it and it's fun, but I have a job and I don't really see myself having the kind of audience that Jacob has. I don't have that emotional connection, Ryan, no. I don't care that much about that. But, you know, I don't know. I mean, I can't say I won't, but I don't have any plans to do that, really. I don't travel with him because I have a job, you know, that I work full-time. I'm a social worker, and it's kind of demanding. And also because I have a daughter and a grandfather, and I have to take care of them.
Amped Wales says, I always wanted to work at World Showcase in Epcot, but there isn't a Wales part of the United Kingdom.
I know!
Well, don't worry, though. I mean, most Americans don't know the difference between...
That's why they need one in Epcot. They need a lot of things in Epcot that they don't have. It's really irritating. Yeah, Justin Bieber. Mm-mm.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, go away.
The UK and Epcot is funny. What it's what it's like cobblestone and the Beatles, and I think they have a pub.
That's a good pub, though. How old's the real Bieber? Old enough to get in trouble for asking that.
Dooku says they found Trigger. Where's Trigger?
Who got emails? Peddling Prince? What are you talking about?
Hey, there actually is a whales at Epcot. Beluga whales. Actually, did they have beluga whales?
Where?
No, they don't have beluga whales. Dang it.
No. North Carolina. Dylan. Yeah, Gail, upset. Heard that, and I wanted to do that, but I'm never on time enough to be able to get it. Oh, sorry, Peddling Prince.
They have dolphins and manatees, but I guess they don't have any whales in Epcot. They don't have the country, nor do they have the sea animal.
Would I ever go to Lambert's and catch a dinner roll? Yeah, why not? I used to play softball. I can catch. Okay, in fairness, I was very young when I did that, but...
There are no whales in Wales? Then why do they call it that?
What? Gail! You're ruining everything.
We did have a nice
Hey,
time at
Melissa.
Myrtle Beach, Melissa.
Yes, we did.
How much miles do you put on your car? I put a lot of miles on my car.
Too many. Hello, Jack from Ohio.
Lucky in Kentucky says Lambert's has great frog leg. What is the deal with Missouri and frog legs? Every restaurant serves frog legs.
Where's Lambert's?
It's in Missouri. Outside of Branson.
There's no Kiss Coffee House anymore? Sorry.
Yeah, the Kiss Coffee House is gone. I wonder why that didn't last.
God, I have a story I want to tell about that, but it's a social work story, so I can't. Confidentiality, y'all.
Can't you just take out the identifying information?
It would be so identifying that,
Okay.
I couldn't tell it. The things I've seen, guys, the things I've seen. Exactly, Scott. HIPAA, can't say anything. Oh. Stupid HIPAA.
HIPAA doesn't apply to my job. I
Yeah.
can talk about whatever I want.
No, I can't. Honestly, what is a social worker? Okay. The type of social work that I do is I work with kids.
What, you don't want to say what you do?
I don't want to say what I do because trolls.
Sorry, I think I've already told them all.
Okay, Child Protective Services is where I work.
Thank you, Robert Coolass. Says, love your channels, wishing you the best of luck. Let's get some more subs, people. The Bagger needs his own Saturday morning TV show. With a few bucks to keep his channel going. I appreciate it, Robert. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Five Nights at Freddy's too.
Hey, Five Nights at Freddy. How are you doing? Appreciate it.
Oh, don't worry about that, Peddling Prince. Yeah, it is kind of like secret agent work.
Oh, hey, Odin.
Yeah. Basically, we get calls about child abuse or neglect, and then I go out and investigate them. That's what I do.
How are you doing, Simon?
Oh, thank you, Chris.
Yeah, we used to do the same job. You worked at the same agency for a period of time.
I have seen some pretty horrid conditions, yeah. I've seen some stuff. But I've also seen some amazing changes in people and some really good things.
Next trip planned. I'm going to be in Louisville next weekend for the wrestling meetup, the 24th at Racing Masons in Seymour, Indiana. Come meet me. It is a group.
He does, Andy.
A group meetup plus wrestling event. Even if you don't like wrestling, come out. Try something new. Don't just stick in your own wheel well. Try something you haven't done before, for the love of God. Andy, thank you so much. I need to start an amusement park that's all dark rides. I agree. Dark rides are my absolute favorite thing in amusement parks. A majority of amusement parks don't even have them anymore, and a lot that do only have like one. So yeah, I'd love to see a resurgence of dark rides.
Robert Coulis, what's your favorite movie, Jacob?
What's my favorite movie? It rotates.
When I met him, it was The World According to Garp.
World According to Garp. Yeah, I still like that. Also like Edward Scissorhands, Wizard of Oz, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Cold Mountain, and
Pirates of the Caribbean series.
The Prestige.
And the Pirates of the Caribbean series, which he has watched 400 times.
I've seen the Pirates of the Caribbean series quite a few times.
Favorite type of music? I love so many different kinds of music, Nate. I have a very wide scope of stuff that I listen to. I like a lot of different stuff. I can't even... Josh Ritter is my favorite.
Simon, send me a letter sometime next week. I appreciate it. I'll be looking for it.
Toy Story, Last Action Hero, The Hunt for Red October. Those are good. Metallica, yeah. I like Metallica. He does not.
I don't care for Metallica.
No, Ranger, it's not. Yeah, he's coming to Kentucky next week.
Whoops. Oh, Melissa, I love Jaws. I love Jaws. Jaws is a great movie.
Not Gwar, no. Just Metallica.
Robert Coulis says, I'm on a boat right now. I'm a tow boater. Consider
funny.
myself a pirate. Oh, that's awesome. I wish I was a pirate.
3 Doors Down. Yeah, that's good.
I'm gonna need a bigger boat. Yeah, Ryan, I did hear about Brian Christopher. That really does stink.
What?
He's a wrestler. He hung himself in jail.
Aw.
And his dad's Jerry Lawler, who's a very famous wrestler too.
No. Suicide is terrible, guys.
Did either of you go through a goth stage? I didn't.
I did.
Did you?
I mean, I was original.
Oh, you invented goth.
I invented goth. And the internets. No, I didn't. But you know, I was born in 74, so like it really didn't. The first time I remember ever hearing the word goth was like a Jenny, was that Jenny Jones that had that talk show?
They did an episode on goth?
Yeah, it was like, you know, people with the white face and the black makeup and stuff.
Oh, Robert
They
says
look like mimes.
they're hiring for boat crew, 27 days on the boat, 21 days off. That's a lot of time off. That's also a lot of time on. I don't know, is boating, is being a part of a boat crew, does it require like a lot of lifting?
Or working, or getting up before 2? Did I listen to The Cure? Yes, I listen to The Cure.
Still listen
and
to
I
The Cure.
still listen to The Cure. I love them. No. Yeah, Geraldo had them on there all the time too.
That's funny. Like goths, like kids, like being goth isn't even like kids just dress however they want now, and no one cares. So it's like whatever.
Yeah. I liked all that, like Echo and the Bunnymen.
The famous original paper Jaws posters lost or
stuff.
stolen.
The Pixies.
That's crazy. I wonder where the robotic shark is. That's probably trashed. Did I pass by the bald knobber
Bluegrass,
theater?
yes.
No, I didn't.
I love bluegrass as well. My grandfather played bluegrass his whole life, and so I love listening to him play. And he's just, in the past probably 3-4 years, has quit playing the guitar. It's hard for him to hold. But he doesn't have a feeling in his fingers.
Look on YouTube, what is a towboater? It's hard work. Yeah, I've never really been good at physical labor.
Pearl Jam, yes. Doyle Lawson.
I have weak hands and a weak back and weak knees.
We know
Thank you again, Simon. We appreciate it.
We know one of the guys in...
Yeah, the chef at one of the Japanese restaurants here told us about his time on a fishing boat.
Talking about.
Oh, it wasn't?
No.
What were you talking about?
Never mind. Go ahead.
No, I'm done.
Yeah, he told us about his time on a fishing boat, and it was really cool. I was enthralled the whole time. Yeah, but, you know, even though I loved all that stuff, I also loved Bruce Springsteen and Billy Joel and Prince and Madonna and, you know, all that kind of stuff from the 80s too. But I don't just listen to the 80s. I also really like newer stuff too. And stuff like the 2000s era, like Death Cab for Cutie and things like that. Oh, thank you, Robert. Good night.
Ryan says the Orca boat was on the Universal Tram Tour until it decayed. So they just left the boat out in the freaking rain until it rotted. That stinks. Oh. Robert Kulas, thank you again for your donations. And thank you everyone else who's donated. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
and
it's really sweet.
You have a good night on your boat, Robert.
We went on a boat while we were...
We did. We took a riverboat tour.
In Conway, South Carolina, not really Myrtle Beach. So it was beautiful. We went to some swamp areas, and Captain Jim took us around and told us some of his stories and about his rivalries. It was really fun. And it was an electric boat, so that was weird.
It was quiet.
Yeah. Hello, Bennettsville, South Carolina. I don't know where that is. What's it close to? Yeah, electric boat, I know. Like a golf cart has those batteries, same principle. Not like you have to plug the boat in.
I always had 12 golf cart batteries in it or something.
Yeah, something like that. DJ Technoid saved your life? How? You work as a scare actor? Oh my gosh, that's like my dream job.
No, it's like the worst job ever. You know that, right?
No, it's so much fun. I want to scare people.
People punch you in the face.
If they can catch me.
Yeah, as soon as you jump out, they're like, BAP! Now, I've talked to several people. I talked to I think it was like maybe in a live chat, where a girl said that she was worked at the scare, and she would crawl out on all fours like and she said that someone freaking just up and kicked her hard as they could in the face with their freaking boot on.
I'm not worried about it. I want to do it anyway. I want to be the one with the chainsaw, then we won't have to worry about it. They're definitely not going to punch me with a chainsaw.
The chainsaw doesn't even have a chain on it.
Well, then I'll just bring the hedge trimmer instead. That thing will take off your fingers. No, I've never heard that. I don't think, Gail. I don't think. Who knows?
Last night a DJ saved my life. I've never heard that.
What was the
What was what?
worst dark ride I've ever been on? Somebody asked. You know, it was like ecstasy and agony. It was Splash Mountain.
Splash Mountain?
Because it was an
You can't say
awesome
Splash
ride.
Mountain was the worst. Splash Mountain's one of the best dark rides in the world.
No, in your opinion.
No,
but
no,
I
no,
don't
no,
like
no.
drops. So that was
You can't
not...
just say, the worst dark ride ever, and Odin Von Zero can back me up on this. It's a traveling carnival dark ride known as Zombie Apocalypse. The ride lasts roughly 30 seconds, and it's Zombie Apocalypse. Did I say the right? Okay, yeah. Yeah, it is literally, I think there might be like a few sound effects and maybe a strobe light, but that's it.
I love all that, Gail. I love all the cute stuff. I just hate the drop. That's all.
Yeah, any ride that you go through that has where you're on a vehicle and you're viewing scenes is called a dark ride.
Yeah.
Earthquake the Ride is a pretty good dark ride.
No, that's not the one with the... Is that the one?
I don't know what that means.
It's like being on one of those... Like when you take your car to the mechanic and they pump your car up.
Which dark ride is that?
Something over in Gatlinburg that we went on together. Remember?
Are you talking about the Jurassic Boat ride?
That's right. That's really funny at the end. You like go through the whole thing and then at the end it's like...
It doesn't do that anymore.
What?
Big Red Tower, thank you for contributing to the Tiki Fuel Fund.
Are you saying that we need some more fuel? Probably do.
Mind Blown Watch says Haunted Mansion is the best dark ride ever. That's got to be up there. That's got to be one of the top. That's going to be
The Walmart
potentially
Tower.
number one.
That is so true. That is so
That's
true.
kind of what you sounded like you were describing.
Yeah. It was exactly like that. Then you got up to the top and there was like that dinosaur and it was like, "Arr!" You know, it wasn't even scary.
The thing doesn't raise up anymore.
I'm just here to tell you that I remember riding that in a long time ago. I might have been in 8th grade or 9th grade.
Oh, I didn't realize it's been on that long.
It was a long time ago.
So I rode it with you.
Yeah. And it's the same. Yeah. You love scary. It simulated being in the trunk.
That was in
Jersey?
Yeah, so you've seen that video.
I've seen that video.
Yeah, you get into
It's hilarious.
It's a casket ride. You get into a casket and it moves and there's audio.
No, Voltec. No, it's not the same concept. Not at all. No.
What's not the case? What?
The earthquake ride.
I'm sure it's different. How long has Earthquake the Ride been there?
You like fast stuff? I don't like fast stuff. How long has that ride been? I don't know. A long time.
Earthquake been there forever?
I feel like it's always been there. So I want to say like 8th grade, maybe. It could have been there before then. I remember I went to Gatlinburg with a friend of mine and his family, and we hung out and we bought like a bunch of pewter and...
Pewter? What?
Yeah, pewter. I'm showing my age again. Anybody know what pewter is?
Ryan asked about doing a Jeffrey Dahmer video in Milwaukee. I've thought of doing serial killer videos, but yeah, I don't know. Some people that might be a bit much. I'm fascinated with serial killers, but I don't necessarily put that content on my channel because I think it might be a little too dark.
Oh, somebody does know what pewter is.
It's like metal?
Yeah, it's like a metal, but back in the day, you know, like everybody, it was a thing that you would buy like pewter dragons with little crystal balls in their claw and things like that. They probably still sell them right there in Gatlinburg, right next to the airbrushing t-shirts.
I'm sure they do. Gatlinburg is the
Nothing's
most...
changed.
Gatlinburg is like traveling back in time to the 80s.
It was popular in the 80s, yeah. I remember that the the castle, Cinderella's castle, used to have a restaurant in it, which it still does, but it was different then. It didn't have all the theming, like with Cinderella there and everything. And they used to have like pewter cups and plates, like medieval. You had a pewter iron cross charm necklace thingy. Well, I convinced my mother to walk 39 blocks in Chicago in the snow so that we could go to this place called Flashy Trash, which was a secondhand store where I bought a cross that was like this big, guys, this big. It was copper, and it was, like a Celtic cross.
Legitimately walked 39 blocks, or are you just saying that as an exaggeration?
When we really, literally did. And then it had like a big blue stone. We walked all the way back because my mom was afraid to get in the, well, maybe there could have been other reasons. Anyway. Never mind. Anyway, we didn't want to take the L train because it was scary.
There's nothing scary about public transportation.
No, there is nothing scary about it, but this was the 80s. Yeah. Has anybody ever heard of Flashy Trash? I bet if Denise were here, she would know what that is. It was popular back then.
Becca knows what it is.
Becca knew what it is? Oh, awesome. Yeah, you know what? I found out they closed like not that long ago, like relatively, like within the last 10 years. I hope so too, love.
Someone said, I've ever heard of Flash Mountain. Yeah, and it's really funny. When I was at my meetup in Florida, I met the woman whose job, I'm sure there's more than one, but her job was to review pictures for Disney. She looks at all the, looks through, makes sure no one's making gestures or flashing.
Yeah, Goodwill is okay. Yeah. It's fun. I feel like it's... But Flashy Trash was something different. They had like more vintage goods, I guess you could say. And so it was a little bit different in that way. Italian fertility horns in the 80s that looked like a pepper.
My
No, I don't remember that.
My step-grandfather was full-blooded Italian, and he had a gold necklace with a chili pepper on it that he wore all the time. I forget what it symbolized.
No, we're not still in Myrtle Beach, Craig.
We're in Staunton, Missouri.
Alf! In the pog form.
It's a quote from The Simpsons.
I'm so sad now. Got excited for nothing. Thanks for letting me down. Oh no, Robert has the chills and the fever. Aw. Oh, yay! I would love that, Becca. We're totally coming. Or you can come down to see us. Either one.
Did I really enjoy the swinging gondola of the Wonder Wheel? It was an interesting sensation.
No, not a live Ouija board, but you know what? I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to do a Ouija board or read somebody's tarot cards over the phone or something. My friend Charlie reads too.
Why don't you read each other at the same time?
That'd be fun, but not authentic at all. But neither would be taking somebody over the phone, so that's okay. What's best about North Carolina? Daniel, everything's best about North Carolina. Everything. It's the best state in the whole 50 states.
I wouldn't go crazy.
Yeah, well, we have everything. We have the mountains, we have the beach, we have tobacco if you like smoking. Just, we have barbecue. I don't know. That's right. North Carolina's the best state of 73 states. It's right next to South Carolina. That's true. And Charleston is the best. Do we have a city in North Carolina, Gail? Yeah, we have cities. They're not large cities. Nothing like
You
London
have a city.
or New York. There's Asheville, which is small. It's a very small city. And then there's Charlotte. I think that has like maybe 1 million people. And Raleigh has like 1 million.
How many people does London have?
Like 8 million, I think, right?
London's pretty...
It's big.
It's like everyone live in London? I mean, is that like... It seems like...
No.
How many people live in the whole country?
I don't know. 10 million, Gail? Seriously, that's bigger than New York City. I didn't think it was.
Is there any other major cities in England?
There's other major cities.
In England?
Isn't Birmingham a major city?
In Alabama.
No, I'm talking about in England.
Only 200,000 in Newcastle. See, that's not that money.
200,000's a lot.
What I'm saying is...
You live in Carpetbagger, South Carolina. Yeah.
Do a Zoltar live stream where you have to super chat to get me to give you a fortune.
We can totally do that.
I don't have a Zoltar costume. I did take someone's suggestion, and in the WWE 2K18, I made Zoltar and Pappy as wrestlers.
What is going on?
There's someone parked down there. Is Annabelle's friend getting picked up?
No.
There's a car in our driveway.
Looks like friend's getting dropped off. Okay.
There's more little girls coming.
Isn't it like 11?
Yes, Amped Wales. They did have a turban. You can use Ginger's turban. And you can leave it on them while
It's the quilt police.
wrestle. Did I do David Garrison in WW218? I made Santa Claus, and he looked a lot like David Garrison.
Hey, Chloe.
I have never been to Wonderworks, Carolina Tony. That is like, for some reason, that's been a black spot in my roadside travels.
Private eyes, they're watching you.
I'm
No.
working on doing a live stream with the wrestling game, but I got to figure out
Me
how
too,
to do
Becca.
it.
You're
I have-
doing what with the live stream?
Live stream the wrestling to show off all the customized characters I made. I play it on my PC, so I got to find a way to stream PC to YouTube.
Oh wait, Private Eyes, like the one that was filmed at Biltmore House. Anybody know? Was that filmed at Biltmore House?
This is kind of funny. Okay, Ryan just sent a message saying Negro Orlando has done video game live streams. Ask him how he does it. It actually held that for review because I guess Negro Orlando's YouTube name is censored on YouTube.
Hey.
Negro Lando. He explained me how to say it because I was trip over myself when I'm trying to say it. Negro Lando. I still don't feel great about saying it.
Well, if he pronounced it Negros Orlando, that would be better.
He's black. He's not Hispanic.
Don't ask him to sing that.
Sing what?
Yeah, that's right. Heather said it was filmed there. And yes, Richie Rich, too.
And
One part of Forrest Gump.
and in Hannibal, the Silence of the Lambs
Yes.
2, the bad guy lived in the Biltmore house. Negro Orlando. Okay, so it's like I'm saying it wrong again. Negro.
Lando.
No, it's Negro Orlando. Are you sure it's not Negro Lando? I don't know.
Yeah, I love Police Academy. I went and saw all those at the theater. That's how old I am. Yes, let's trade places, Naples. Please, let's do it. I saw Naked Gun at the theater too. Are you old enough for that, Becca? How old were you? 4? Yes, let's have a house swap, Gail. I want to come over there. But then you wouldn't be there, and that'd be sad. Let's have a house swap, except for you just stay with us, and we'll just stay with you. How's that? I just invited myself to your house. Yes, they are coming to get Jacob. It's probably like, yeah. They're getting it. I don't know what's going on. Daniel, what kind of job are you going to be getting here in North Carolina? And what part of North Carolina?
I remember we rented I rented Naked Gun, the first Naked Gun, and watched it with my grandma Faith and Stephanie. And you know, my grandma Faith like has breathing problems. Like, she was laughing so hard during Naked Gun, I thought she was gonna like die. She could hardly breathe.
Did you realize that you just referred to her as if she were still living? Because you said she has breathing problems.
I'm sorry, she had breathing problems.
She's deceased.
She's passed.
Boone is where you're moving. Daniel, Boone is in the mountains and it's beautiful, but there is nothing going on there. I hope you like hiking. Did you hear that?
What? What, the sirens?
After that, it was like a big alarm. Yeah, the American Pie movies. I love those too.
Yeah, Jeff from Creative These. I was like flipping through the channels once and I came on Police Squad and it like freaked me out because I had no idea the show even existed. I didn't know that Naked Gun was originally a TV show.
Scott, those are katydids. I like Reno 911. No, I never watched Columbo. Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Who?
J.A.
Wow, I don't know who that is.
Rude.
What?
They're in your live stream a lot.
Oh.
Hello, J.A. Thanks for coming back and joining us again. Hey, Denise.
Hey, Denise, how are you doing?
Denise, I was just wondering, do you remember Flashy Trash in Chicago?
Hey, catch a kitty.
Hey. No, we almost went to Frankenmuth, but then
We had to cut it for
we had
time
to cut
reasons.
it. Yeah.
We had to get to Detroit.
Oh, you don't remember, Denise? Oh, well, it was a secondhand store that was there in like the 80s and 90s.
In Chicago.
Yeah.
I remember I really hated MASH when I was a kid because there was
They are close.
there was something for whatever the way the TV was set up, there was like a block of cartoons, and then MASH came on to end the cartoons. So like when you heard the MASH theme, you knew that the cartoons were over.
Okay, what just happened? We just had the police and then the ambulance. This is a small town, guys.
I don't ask questions.
Small town. I saw there was a meth bust this weekend.
We have a lot of meth.
We have a lot of them, but this was a meth factory or whatever.
A meth factory. They call them a meth lab.
Oh, whatever.
A meth laboratory.
I don't know.
Remember your friend Joe once said that calling them meth labs was giving them too much credit.
Yeah, it's true. You know what? I have that app. I have that app. Heather, I love it. I love small towns. Yeah, meth is everywhere. It's bad here, but like where I work, it's a little bit bigger of a place, and it's all heroin.
When I was doing social work, it was like we literally had like a meth resurgence. Like meth became popular again. It's back again. Meth is back.
J.A. met a very lovely woman on our live stream.
Who?
Okay, who did you meet? What is meth? Is that what Becca said? What even is it? It's chemicals. Yeah, it is.
It's made out of, pseudoephedrine?
Yeah. Well, not anymore.
What do they make out of it now?
It's speed. The cows were out on Main Street. That's hilarious. Yes, anhydrous. That's like an ammonia derivative. That's why it smells like pee. Yes, fentanyl's terrible, and we've had a lot of problems with fentanyl here. People mixing it.
Meth
Yeah,
sometimes.
they used to.
Not as much anymore. They make it different ways now.
Yeah. Is marijuana legal here? No. Come on. Too many old streets.
Yeah, we had spice. We have spice in America too.
Mama's Family and Happy Days. Mama's Family. Do you remember that? I dressed up like Mama for Halloween one year. Grandpa had an old lady's wig that he had used for some bowling event or something that he did.
Yes, Ryan, that person's hometown video is coming soon.
What person?
I don't want to spoil the video. See, I accidentally leaked 2 videos for
I
about
love Carol Burnett
20
too.
minutes a week ago.
Is that the real Princess Bubbles?
Yeah, I think so.
Hello. What you doing? Aromatherapy? I love aromatherapy. He hates anything that has to do with aroma because it feels sticky on him. Yeah.
Akron
I
is the
love it.
bowling capital of the world.
Oh. You make your own aromas, Maury. I love scented oils too, Denise. I just bought like this whole set of them for my soaps that I've stopped making, but I'm going to start making again. You know, Pirate, I was in this drug class, where we talked about painkillers and things like that because it's an epidemic and we have to talk about these things. It was like a summit, and they talked about fentanyl and different drugs like that actually not having the evidence to back up the claims about pain relief. And they said that in their studies that actually taking 1 ibuprofen and 1 Tylenol at the same time gave as much pain relief as a Percocet.
But it doesn't get you high though.
but it doesn't get you high. But I mean, that's kind of how these drug companies made it, by marketing it as something that kills pain when really it's not that kind of pain that it's killing. So,
Amped Whale says love patchouli oil. Every time I hear about patchouli, I think of High Fidelity, where he says, "Get your patchouli stink out of my store."
you disagree, Gail? I wonder. It was some interesting and compelling evidence that they were talking about. So
I'm not a doctor.
I'm not either. Not a
but
scientist.
I do believe personally that the drug companies helped create the opioid epidemic because
yeah.
they wanted to make money.
Oh, it was actually in a training that we had. That's where I saw it, Becca. It was doctors.
I mean, and I'm not trying to be like a conspiracy theorist or anything. I almost think it's public knowledge at this point. It's pretty well backed up that the drug companies created this.
Well, I agree, Gail. I think there is a time and a place for it.
That's the problem, is that they took these drugs that were meant for people in serious pain.
Get rid of Kieran.
Yeah, lock them. And the drug companies just pushed these drugs. They wanted. How do you expand your market base? You sell them for other things.
Yeah, and just the amount of people that were addicted after, they did studies after like 3 weeks and after 3 months. And, at the end of a year, it was astonishing. It was like the majority of the people were actually addicted. So, I don't know, again, I can definitely get up the information for you guys to look into that, like where I got the information from. But
people will always abuse drugs.
People do, and that's the problem.
When you have the doctors telling them that it's okay, I think it increases. Like, people that may never try an illegal drug, when their doctor tells them that they can have all the opiates they want. It's
yeah, and I bet that that's probably different in the UK than it is here, because as you know, we are a country that just thrives on consumerism. And I don't know if this even happens in the UK, but here they literally have commercials for these drugs on TV.
Okay.
Like, you'd be watching TV and you're like, oh, you got diabetes? How about trying this? How about trying that? And they're so far from the actual, use of the drug. It's just crazy.
Yeah, we pretty much have like a...
we have a problem here, Gail. It's crazy.
The health system is much more consumer based.
It's like you go to your doctor and be like, I saw this, Xeljanz for diabetes or whatever.
It's run like a business rather than...
on TV, yeah. And then, that's how it is. And it used to be, up until very recently, within the past 5 years or so, that these drug companies could also pander to doctors, and basically, like lobbyists with politicians, they could go in and give them all kinds of free perks, if they prescribed so much. So, and I know that his stepdad's in a study about that.
Yeah, he was involved in this. My stepdad's a doctor. He was involved in a study about basically things that pharmaceutical companies do. They give doctors free stuff, just free crap all the time.
It is. It really sucks. I mean, but at the same time, like, I don't think even they base some of the information that they had on an actual editorial that was written in a peer-reviewed doctor pediatric, or not pediatric journal, but journal for doctors. And they based a lot of this evidence in the 90s just off of that essay, which was just like an opinion piece. And that's what astonished me, that so many doctors, they were so busy that they didn't have the time to really do the research. The drug companies are coming in and saying, here's the evidence, it's from this journal, and they're like, oh, okay, but they didn't express that it was not an actual peer-reviewed article, not an actual, you know, article.
Yeah, that does sound like there is overlap there when you've got people that are addicted but do have actual legitimate pain as well.
Pirate says he has to get Lunesta from somewhere because his PCP doctor won't prescribe it.
Is Lunesta the one that makes you like drive your car and like kill people and then go back to bed without remembering it?
Usually give them sedatives and they stop breathing. Yeah, that's a thing here too, but we don't talk about it a lot.
What don't we talk about?
How morphine is administered until people die, a lot of times in hospice. Some might say that's euthanasia, but some might just say sweet relief. Peddling prints.
Yeah, a lot of drugs have suicidal thoughts as side effects.
Yeah, lots of dark conversations. Sorry about that. Yeah, that is good, Travis. Thank God. I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm against people using these medications if you need them, obviously, but I think most of the time when you need them, you either have like a really chronic, debilitating issue like cancer, or you have just like had surgery or a car accident or something.
Will there be any more carpet babies anytime soon? We're too old to have babies.
Yeah, I'm way too old for babies. Come on. 44. I'm ready for grandkids.
Remember cigarette commercials? I don't.
I do.
Really?
I remember when you could smoke on a plane, y'all.
Doesn't seem safe.
Like the little smoking light would go off.
That's gross.
Then I'd be sitting there like 8 years old, breathing in everybody's smoke.
Would the whole plane just
Thanks for cancer!
Would the whole plane just be like full of smoke?
Oh, bless your heart. That's scary.
I did find out something. The reason that you'd see ashtrays in planes long after they banned smoking on planes was because the law required the planes to have a place to put out cigarettes, even if someone was smoking and they weren't supposed to.
Yeah. Oh no, osteoporosis. That's painful.
Scandal says you start every video with coming to you live. If those videos are live, what is this? That's true. The only time I don't say coming to you live is when I'm actually doing a live video. Bridget Nielsen had a child at 53. Who's that? I don't even know.
That's a crazy person.
You could smoke on a train and a plane with a mouse.
Yeah, I love kids. I wish I'd had 4 or 5 of them back when I was 30. But now I'm 44 and I don't need any more kids.
The doctor was smoking when he delivered my daughter. Like he had a cigarette in his mouth.
That's hilarious. I'd be like, get that cigarette away from my vagina.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
All
Burn the baby on top of the head.
All the soot from cigarette used would weigh down the planes that cost the airline.
Probably. Oh my gosh, Gail. You might be a wonderful mother. You know, that's the thing. People I know, my best friend was 37 when she had her first child. And I really think a lot of it was just that she overthought it all the time about how awful she was going to be. And she is the best mother. The best. And now she couldn't imagine. That's what she said too, Gail. But I don't know. I think a lot of times some of the best parents think about it first.
And I've seen people that you'd think would be great parents that aren't. You just really can never tell.
There you go. That's a good attitude to have. And stepkids are awesome. I don't have any, but Jacob doesn't have any either. Never mind. He adopted him.
Well.
I think everybody has it in them. It just, I mean.
But British kids are cute.
And I love the way they talk.
Yes.
I love how my best friend's kids sometimes throw in like a British accent.
Do they?
Every once in a while. Yeah.
Okay.
Henry especially. Their daddy is English. Oh, little ginger ones.
Amped
Yes.
Wales. I love that joke. That's one of the Keith Holt tells at Hillbilly Gardens. This is my step ladder. I never met my real ladder.
Was I excited when I was pregnant with Anna? Yes. Hugely.
Little ginger British kids. Yes, like the Weasleys from Harry Potter.
Yeah, we were over the moon about Anna. Yeah.
Were we happy? Yeah.
That was before we knew
ask
her.
if we were happy?
That was before we knew who she was. But she was so cute when she was little. I'll have to throw up some baby pictures sometime. I know, because you guys asked and everything. Not really.
If Anna was a boy, what would you have named him? The boy name we picked was Oliver.
Oh, Gail, I hope baby and mom survive.
I'll tell you what, as far as premature babies go, it's incredible how far they've come in the last even 10 years. Like, babies, or people are maybe able to have babies so much earlier now and turn out really healthy.
She's doing good, Denise. Thanks for asking. What's the matter, Gail?
The cat crying over here.
No, she said I haven't heard anything. I'm afraid to text.
A friend had a baby at 25 weeks.
Oh, you know what? I had a friend who had a baby, and it was terrible, terrible stuff happened. But he actually is, I think, 7 years old now, and he's doing terrific.
Mm-hmm.
But it was really scary at first. I mean, they didn't know if he was ever going to walk, talk, anything. And he does. He does all those things. I'm sorry, Gail. So sad. This is Mason.
I don't know if they can see him.
Yeah, they said they can see him. Don't let him get burned.
Oh.
He's scared of fire.
He's scared of fire? What is he, Frankenstein?
We do not own a possum.
Yet.
Ever.
Come on.
I'm not getting a possum.
They only live for 4 years.
Hey, Macy. Send Anna to stay with Gail. That can solve a lot of problems. For us, not for Anna. Well, not for Gail, I mean. Gail will be like, oh my God, what have I got myself into? Look at you.
I don't think he likes that.
Say hi to everybody.
Put your face up.
He's beautiful. We do not have a pig. I don't know if I want a possum.
They're cute.
You're pretty cynical about everything, Gail. Well, then Anna's your girl.
Watch his tail. He's gonna put it in the fire.
You're not going to do that.
Which birthday was it where Annabelle caught her hair on fire?
I think she was 7 when she was blowing out the candles.
It wasn't a lot of hair. I mean, it was.
No. That's true, Denise. Oh, that reminds me of a story.
What story are we telling?
Well, I don't know. I think you know this story, but it predates Jacob.
What?
Um,
You did things before you met me?
I know, it's hard to believe. And, well, it is kind of scary, Maury. I wish I could say all the details, but I'd rather not get sued, so we'll not do that. But my ex-husband had his grandmother had a boyfriend, and he was an evil piece of shit. I'm just gonna say
Are
it.
you really telling this story?
Well, I'm not gonna tell about
Oh
everything, but
Okay.
anyway, I had moved into this house, and I think I've told the story about the house where the guy parked across the street at the church and then walked across the street and then was hiding in the ditch and walked up to my front porch. Do you remember that story, everybody? Another time, and don't talk about pre-relationship. Aw. Well, I wasn't with my ex-husband at that point of time. Yeah, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that dirty word on Carpetbagger's live stream.
It's 11 o'clock at night.
But it is 11 p.m., so hopefully anybody that... Anyway, one day this boyfriend of the grandmother came to me and said something, declared that, I could catch more flies with honey than vinegar. This is what reminded me of it, Denise. And it was over some stuff that I'd rather not get into. But anyway, I went out for an afternoon, and when I came home, my kitchen window was open and there was vinegar sitting on my table. And I know to this day that he came into the house and got the vinegar and put it on the table, because that's the kind of creep that he was. And if I could tell the whole story about him, everybody's hair would be standing on end, but I can't.
I thought everyone that matters is dead now.
He has a son, and I would never... I don't want to get sued, so we'll just stop there. But anyway, let's just say he was a scary individual. He was a sleazeball. I'm not a story tease. I really can't divulge the rest of it. Let's just say that he was suspected as a possible killer. And that's all I'm going to say there. He did not get convicted. He was never arrested. But he was suspected. And it was pretty major. So, anyway, he was creepy. We don't talk about that, Peddling Prince. We don't talk about that anymore. No time for that. Yeah, oh, no, my ex-husband wasn't like that.
It was her
It wasn't
ex-husband's
him.
stepdad.
It was not really even stepdad. It was step-grandpa, if you will.
Okay.
But they weren't even married, so not even that. Yeah, onward and upward. Creepy vinegar guy. Yeah. Has anybody ever had a terrible stalker experience? I'd like to hear those. No, no, it's okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Denise. That's the kind of creepy stuff that guy did all the time. That was just one of probably 50 stories I could tell you. And I didn't have a choice about being around him.
You know,
You had a stalker at work, Gail? I heard.
I would say I'd like to go out there and say, don't stalk people.
Oh yeah, Denise, this is past tense. We're talking several years ago, and luckily he's died from a very serious form of cancer. So I don't need to worry about him anymore. You got stalked and harassed, Becca? Yuck. Yeah, I don't think anybody deserves to get cancer for like putting vinegar on my table, but that's just one of like I said, lots of stories, and it wasn't just me, it was a lot of other people.
Do I miss Adam yet? You know, I'm sure I'll see Adam rather sooner than later.
That's no good, Gil. No, I don't smoke. Jacob doesn't smoke.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it was mind blown. I think it was a threat. And I mean, leaving my window open, just the whole weird thing about it was that we lived in a very small town, and probably you could have just walked through the front door.
There's another wave of sirens.
Yeah.
Is there something on fire?
I don't know. I'm worried about James now. Every time I hear sirens, I worry about my son, who's an adult. Is that okay? It's not okay,
What
but
direction are they going
weird.
in?
It sounds like they're going across Main Street. Yeah, it does sound like a fire truck.
Do you know, there's certain
Thanks,
people
Denise.
that can tell the difference between police, fire trucks, and ambulances. I, for some reason, like didn't even realize they were different.
Well, the fire truck, didn't you hear it like making that crazy honk? You can tell by the honk.
Yeah, the honk. But apparently they actually make different noises, the three.
Aw, Michelle, that's sweet. You know what? I've heard that apple cider vinegar is good for you and also good for toenail fungus, but I have no idea why I know that.
How long have we been live for?
83 minutes. Well, thank you, Arthur. Yeah, it does change your pH, but I mean,
Can you just eat vinegar?
yeah.
I mean, you don't need to drink it, right?
Well, what's the difference? It goes down either way. We live in North Carolina. We live in Western North Carolina. Oh yeah, that's what we do, Creaties. We call that calico salad.
Oh,
I hardly dilute it. I put like 2 cups of vinegar in 1 cup of water.
Gail says her mom just said, "Don't drink vinegar; it dries up your blood."
That's funny.
I don't think it's anything you drink dries up your blood.
I think Gail knows that. She's a nurse.
I have to use the recipe.
I don't know if it changes your pH up or down, because I've forgotten. Princess Bubbles, don't drink apple juice. That stuff will give you diabetes. I love vinegar. I like the stuff with the mother too. Hi. That's it. Peddling Prince. What time is it there, Gail? Four a.m. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. It means a lot that you're here. Your blood type is Maxwell House. Mine's Duncan. Everybody runs on Duncan. Oh, that's good. You know what? I got woke up last night at 3:45 because Jacob screamed, "Ah!" like that. He said he had a night terror. And then he goes back to sleep. He's like, "Oh, it's okay, I'm fine." And then he was snoring. And then I couldn't go back to sleep, so I was up for like 4 more hours. Yeah, he screams and I'm the one that wakes up. I don't know. It was just a terror. I think he said like one of those paralyzed kind of things. No, he didn't tell me. But when you're asleep and like somebody screams at the top of their lungs next to you, that's fun stuff. Yeah, I've seen that. I was there in the car. Yeah, I hate that too. Yeah, it was probably indigestion. We ate at Paula Dean's kitchen last night in Myrtle Beach, and God, we ate way too much. It was like, you get a choice of like 3 meats, and we had meatloaf and fried chicken and some kind of pork chop with gravy. Hashtag butter, yes. And yes, or butter's an appetizer. It's great for keto. Um, and then we had like 4 sides, and I think they were all like really butter laden. You know, it's like awesome collard greens, macaroni and cheese that tasted like everywhere else buffet. And then there was mashed potatoes that were glossy, so they didn't do them right. And there was something else. Oh, cream corn. That was pretty good. Yeah, it was very artery clogging. It was good, but you know. Am I worried about smoking? Why would I be worried about it? I mean, I don't like... Are you talking about cigarette smoking or weed? Because I don't like tobacco smoke at all, and I don't smoke marijuana. But I don't have really anything against it, I guess. It's for other people to decide what to do. I don't want to smell any kind of smoke because it's bad for your health. After that meal? Oh, no. Yeah, I mean, that was a fat-laden meal, yeah. Aw, thanks, Laura. Yes. Yeah, I get it, Sylvester. Probably shouldn't. But, you know. I hear that my Uncle Gary is watching. Hi, Gary. I love you and I miss you. Hi. My Uncle Gary is from Montana. Everybody give a shout out to Uncle Gary. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate that. Carpetbagger had to go to the bathroom, so he'll be back in a minute. Yeah, I don't like the way it smells. Yay, everybody, says Gary. He's my favorite uncle. He's also my only uncle, but I would still pick him first. If I could pick him out of anybody, I'd pick him. Frosh 4.0 is scared and alone. I'm sorry. Do we drink alcohol? Yes. We're not Puritans. Well, at least I do. Jacob's really not a drinker. Hi. Mwah. You know what, Frank? This is funny. I have an Uncle Gary on both sides. My mother's side and my father's side, but on my mother's side, he's passed. I also have an Uncle Mark on both sides. Isn't that strange? And on my dad's side, he's passed. Yes. Yeah, we all have Uncle Garys. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to type any, but way to go, Gail. That's awesome. Now everybody's going to pressure him to type. He's like, rawr. He's going to be mad at me. He's probably getting on his daughter right now for telling me that he was on here. Oh my God, Becca, we must have the same Uncle Mark. That's the one on my mom's side. He's totally like that. He's so weird. I think he's in there, yeah, because he's like editing stuff. I don't know what he's doing. I love Bloody Marys with olives. What are we making, Spooktator Bob? This is Macy. Homemade fudge, okay. You drink Virgin Marys? I love them. How did we first meet? Through friends. It's nothing spectacular. Nope, he's back. Guess who's back? Back again.
I thought that chair was going to collapse.
Okay, there's literally no one in this screen because...
Why? Well, now it's just me.
That's okay.
Let me back it up a little.
They don't need to see me. We're good.
That's
But now I can't see the screen hardly.
Is this charger even charging?
Is it on?
How do you turn it on?
There's a little button.
Is that the button?
It may be dead.
There we go.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay. The mosquitoes are okay. I sprayed some bug spray and so they're fine. What's your favorite museum, Jacob?
I don't know what counts as a museum. So many, you know.
Tell us a story. I don't have any good stories. I've told them all.
Indiana Jones mood just because of the flickering torches.
Yes. Karaoke? Touche, Odin. Well, I think we're probably about ready to wrap our evening because we have had a long day.
Yeah, I've been traveling today.
Lots of traveling.
Well, welcome aboard, Laura.
Yes.
Screen Door Museum in Chapel Hill. I don't think that's real.
Raymond, isn't Kmart and Sears already gone? Can we dance? No. Neither one of us. We both have 2 left feet. Oh, did everybody see my shirt?
I don't think anyone saw your shirt.
You probably can't. It's a Blues Brothers t-shirt. Put your light on it.
You want my flashlight on it?
Oh.
Literally, it's completely out of frame.
Okay. Can you see it, guys?
Just a little.
Whatever.
Barely.
I got it because it reminds me of my husband.
Oh.
Yes, do the safety dance.
Safety dance.
Do you remember that video they showed in social work? The safety.
No.
Oh God, it's hilarious. Thank you. Well, we'll be back next week. I want to talk about people who have had near-death experiences. So I'm hoping that we're going to get a lot of stories, call-in stories, because next week I will have the phone.
I'm going to be on location, so I won't be here.
Mr. Bagger will not be here because he will be...
Is that Marcy?
Doing his thing. Yeah, and everybody's getting a view of her butt right now. This is our little lion. She's our sweetheart. But anyway, we will do that. And I'm hoping to hear a lot of really good stories about, the after near-death experience, afterlife.
And when's John gonna be here? And when's Greg gonna be here?
So John, I've forgotten the date. I think John's October 6th.
Okay.
And Greg is September 22nd. Okay. Yeah. Well, Odin, you can tell us what they told you. Ooh, pirate. Careful. Your quantum theory of the afterlife. Peddling Prince, I am afraid that you're way smarter than I am, and I am so afraid that I could not hold a conversation with you about that. But the next Art Bell, what? Who's that?
He hosted some paranormal call-in show.
No, I don't think I'm the next
But
anything.
he died recently.
I think I'm the real Christy. That's who I am. And ooh, a 911 story. That sounds fun. No, I just enjoy doing this. I'm not aspiring to be anyone or do anything or take anything away or add anything. I'm just doing this for fun. So I will see you all next week.
All right. This one's in the bag.
Bye, Gary.